2 for that.
What?
What?
Huh? I'm assuming he pushed
How
up
did
white.
one get
No, it's
2?
white's closed. Huh?
Oh, wait,
Where
who
are
got
the
the
bodies?
Kill? Like, I'm so confused.
So Blonde got 2 picks and was quickly traded off, but where from? It wasn't from White. White's completely closed, and he's not playing Amaru. Like, did he just drop Skylight? There's no way he got up to Skylight that quick.
Well, it was like. Let's check Skylight. I want to check Skylight like, real quick. Oh! Wait, no, the body's right there. Oh, is that from piano window? Look, the Maestro body's right there in the doorway of bathroom, Whitehall and piano. The body's right there.
That's Maestro. Yeah. Well, mine's there.
I think.
Was it from the white window? It may have been white window.
I think Blonde dropped hatch and pushed like real hard. Regardless, that is such a fast pick.
No, it's from white window. She repelled white window. That's her body. She was repelled white window, found Womai and Maestro from the repel, and then was fragged. So she didn't even enter the building. She was just on the repel and got a free 2. Which is insane. I don't know if she opened the window and got the 2 off of that, or if she just got lucky with the pre-fire and got 2. But anyways, Blonde, the absolute mad lad, like so quick. We spent the whole round trying to figure out what happened, but 50 seconds left. Freezer wall getting slightly open. The Exo placed on garbage wall there, placed close enough to where it opened up a little bit of a sliver, but that's probably going to be more in favor of defense rather than attack. That's 2 smoke canisters being used already. Shinoa still has 1 in his pocket. Arctic, though, gonna find Shinoa and Heckle with Aqua. It's not now just to Luna, who is on white stairs. He's not even on the same floor. He's back up now, though, but he's got to go through 4 attackers to try and have any sort of chance. There he's Ash Freezer, but misses the shots and wastes all of his bullets on a dead body instead. Peeks toward Cocktail. The buck to shut him down. What an absolutely chaotic round.
I don't. It's just insane what happened in the beginning. I mean, getting a 2-piece, losing to Zofia, that's not bad. You lose the Womai and the Maestro Womai, who gets magnets as the round goes by, and Maestro can't use the cams. I don't even know if Maestro even had the opportunity to turn the cams, because it seemed so early in the round. Probably was able to, but still, you can't zap anyone with the cams anymore. And again, Womai can't place more magnets. Those are probably the best picks to get early on. Besides, I think, the smoke, but still, that's insane how Blonde got both those picks. I mean, getting 1 and getting traded out would have been great. Getting both and getting traded is way better. So now Colorado is up 3 rounds, taking the first attacking round. Man, I just can't believe that.
Wasted potential. Kind of looking like they're shaking here. Not quite confident in their setups. Just taking a little bit too long to set up. And yeah, Blonde just need
to locate and defuse bombs.
Well, unfortunately, for our casting side, the way we view the stream is frozen. Oh, no, it's back. All right, sorry. We're back in it now. The way we view the stream was unfortunately frozen for us. Not quite sure what happened.
Why everything just froze for some reason. But
it also seems the broadcast went down. Are we still live?
No. We're offline.
We'll continue to cast this as though we're online. I'm not really sure. We see it's 5-2 now. Colorado again. They're gonna go. Waste of potential. Gonna go back 3rd floor. Hopefully this time they can make it out. We see Aqua already taking more than 50 points of damage. Not getting picked off, but taking a lot of damage. There's no doc to be able to stim him back.
Yeah, so Bar Cocktail, Colorado Buffalo absolutely just demolishing this site last round, last go around. Blonde not playing it quite as aggressive this time. Blonde actually being kicked off of the Zofia onto the Ash instead. Him and Heckle just kind of playing back and forth with the Zof and the Ash. But regardless, already Aqua being lit is not looking all that great for wasted potential. It's not looking too bad though, as Taiga finds a pick on the Blonde. I'm sorry, let me get more excited. A pick on the Blonde. That is Colorado's top fragger here. That's a huge opening pick for Taiga. That's just huge. kind of being a bit aggressive with the Maestro. You don't really like to see it, but hey, it worked out this time around.
And with Blonde on the board, hopefully Waste Potential can use that to slow down Colorado and can finally get another round on the board because they haven't got one in a bit. We do see them taking their time, joining it out. I'm sorry, Colorado taking their time, joining it out, trying to find an opening. Because being a man down, you know, all you gotta do is just take your time and hopefully pick again. They know Wamai's gotta be on the corner. And oh, if that EMP was placed a little further on the ground without it rolling, it probably could have gotten a lot of utility there. Aqua does get a C4 on the Heckle. That is yourself down. 1 C4 down, but again, you get a kill. So looking pretty good for Colorado here. That was taken out on the new drop as Ulvin's going to challenge Shinoa. Shinoa's going to back off knowing, hey, we have 2 people up. I don't need to peek anything. Better to just sit back and wait for the attackers to rush into site. 58 seconds left. Colorado's got to go for something here as Ulvin gets zapped and shot.
They're gonna have to try to do something. The clock is ticking down. They still have a Maestro and a Wamai in piano to try to deal with. Ulvin being all by himself with the fuser in Cigar Shop is not looking too clean. Arctic will drop though to try to give him a little bit of backup, but they still have to try to push into sight. Alexis on the rappel looking to give a little bit of cover, but Arctic is going to find the head of Aqua as he peeks out. Mega Man's going to sit down Ulvin. I want to say that was probably from Freezer, but Taiga peeks from piano there, finds Arctic, but Alexis quick with the refrag will sit Taiga down. It's not on just to Alexis. In a 1v3, the diffuser is in Cigar Shop. He's going to have to try to take it, but he's going to have to go through the Wamai first, and it's just not going to connect. Megumin's going to sit down instead, and Wasted Potential is going to put a round on the board after 4 lost rounds in a row. They're back in it.
Their first win on the defensive side. Hopefully they can get the momentum rolling as it is now 5-3 in favor of Colorado. We're going to need to see Wasted Potential go perfect for the next 4 rounds if they don't want to think about overtime. I don't know if we want to think about overtime too, but
45 rounds, I'm still ready for it.
Yeah, we'll leave that to Wasted Potential in Colorado. We're going to see Wasted Potential go down to kitchen service onto the first floor. We're going to see Goyo come out too. I hope they stick that. I'm interested to see a Goyo here. I imagine they're going to put one in prep so that if the attackers are ever going to push it, you know, just burn off prep. And then not really sure where the second one could go. Maybe you could put it in Red Hall if you're going to have a defense that's going to spread out into the dining area VIP. So you have cams from Shinoa. You could probably play that, or the cams are going to be above to provide intel for C4s beneath. Aqua maybe thinking about a 6-pick, but too late there.
Maybe a last-second call that he just didn't quite have enough time to switch off. But, I mean, Bandit isn't the worst operator to have for Bakery. I'd argue he's one of the better ones to have, just being able to trick that. But, again, Wasted Potential looking to go for more of this utility drain with the Goyo, the Wamai, the Jaeger, Bandit, and the Valkyrie, just looking to drain as much utility as they can. And Shinoa bringing the Valkyrie, considering that Colorado doesn't have an IQ, definitely not a bad operator to bring. Any potential is in Siege is huge. Just trying to hide it and make it so that you can't really see it that easily. Opening up a hole in the corner there. Not quite that discreet, but you get more intel. You can see into Small Bakery a lot better. And of course, Shinoa isn't really going for super discreet, just some intel that they can use. And I mean, that Evil Eye and Train could come up huge if Shinoa decides to try to Nitro beneath Train. If, of course, Colorado rather, tries to go for up top presence, which they might not even do. They could do a full Bakery push here, which might be what they're doing here. They got the stack outside Bakery, prep wall already being opened by Habana. She's on the upside down rappel looking through those holes, but she's faced with a shield. And Wamai playing close on that shield, probably using all of his magnets to try to protect it. And yeah, of course.
Kind of got taken out like instantly, and there goes the Goyo shield. Prep, Flash is going out too. I think they got rid of all the magnets already, but we are going to see Mega Man get 1 or 2 more ADS. I'm pretty sure it's burned out. Ulvin's going to go for the wall. I mean, he's going to get it for free unless Hawk was able to get the bandit trick fast enough. No, it was way too far back. So that's the wall already open a minute in as Ulvin gets a headshot on Taiga. So that is your Goyo down. We're going to see Wamai playing in the back of Freezer. Ulvin's going to try and peek that, get a quick tap on the head of Wamai, but can't do it. Going to back off, so he's about to use his life. And with a minute 45 left, shots still ringing out between the two. It's all down to just trying to find an entry.
Located a bomb.
Or getting another pick. We do see, I think it's Aqua. Yeah, Aqua getting pinged out like crazy. Aqua's safe back there unless there's no ADS, and I don't know, a bunch of flashbangs ring out. Ishinoa tries to peek out in the red hole and gets hit with an air jab. Can Heckle swing on and get the kill? He can. So that's a 3v5, 2 in favor of Colorado. A minute 19 left on the board, and all you gotta do is find out where the rest of these defenders are. And with no more one more concussive, sorry, on the side of Heckle, you can do that pretty easily. They know one's in between the grills there. That's Aqua on the Bandit. They have an idea that Wamai's back in Freezer, but I don't think they know where Luna is, as Luna has the angles above onto Kitchen. So if they can't figure that out, Luna could do some major damage here.
Those angles are so small, though. I'd be surprised if Luna gets anything off of that. Alvin's gonna find Aqua, and now they pretty much have Kitchen down, except for Luna above. Is gonna watch the cross in. He's gonna watch the diffuser start going down. He can stop this, but Mega Man gets traded with Heckle. It's not out just to Luna, who's gonna drop Alvin, who is diffusing, and he's gonna miss the Thatcher as he goes for the pickup, looking through those vertical holes, hoping that he'll plant nearby, but Colorado has complete control of site now. They can plant wherever they please, and it's down to Luna to try to retake. Gonna hit the second air jab, so there's still one more air jab that has to be worried about. The drone and small bakery is also gonna spot him out, and yeah, he's just gonna get fragged out as he tries to push in, because Kitchen is such a hard site to push solo, and it's gonna be Blonde that cleans the round.
That wasn't like the worst from Wasted Potential. I think it was just unfortunate that Aqua wasn't close to the wall for a Bandit trick. I'm not sure why Aqua was back.
Yeah, he had to run up to the wall. I'm kind of like that again could just be a late setup.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, the double shield in prep, or the goal shield in prep and the shield behind in prep was pretty good to allow the Wamai to play there, but that was taken out so fast by Colorado. They got rid of all the magnets and burned the shield instantly. And Colorado on match point, a much faster match point than before. And it's all down to just Wasted Potential to hopefully get another defensive win on the board, as they're not even going to go back downstairs. They're going to go reading room fireplace. Second floor this time. Hopefully they can get around here, and again, 3 rounds in a row to force overtime.
It's not looking too good though. This is Colorado's match point, game point. Like, they only need one more round to kick Wasted Potential out of the rest of the league. All right, we don't have a losers bracket, so
this is it for them.
They're fighting for their lives right now. Wasted Potential is gonna have to win 3 rounds in a row just to be able to have a round wiggle room. But 3 rounds in a row, that's gonna be tough. That's a perfect site rotation. That's flawless. You don't make any mistakes. It's not looking too good for Wasted Potential, but we've seen them win some really clean attacks, some pretty clean defenses as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to pull this back. The game so far has been very, very close together. Colorado was just able to chain some rounds up earlier in this map, and I mean, Wasted Potential could just turn it around and chain some rounds back to back as well. It just comes down to how bad Wasted Potential wants this.
Wasted Potential fans in the chat, give them your energy. I know you've all been spamming for them early in the round. I know you all are on Twitter on Will, so come on, give them your energy. Give them the 3 rounds in a row for a chance at overtime and a chance at a 3rd map. It's all coming down to this. Colorado gonna go ahead and peek onto the doorway and dining. They love to just go on the windows, spawn, free fire up on the planks. I think that's Taiga, or no, that is Mega Man on planks there. Taiga's all the way down in train, it looks like. Luna above with Mega Man as well. Interesting. Where was that can? That was pretty good. That was like in mining, like in the mining wheel thing. It looked like.
Yeah, you can get it under the train pretty good if you prone there. Not many people know you can actually put it underneath the train. It's a tight fit, but it works out pretty well.
It's pretty interesting. We're gonna see Colorado do pretty similar to what Wasted Potential is. Just enter in through mining window, as we see some drones go through there. Look like there are 3 or even 4 outside of the mining window balconies. Yeah, we see Heckle and Alexis hop into red stairs. They're gonna try and swing on a Taiga here, and they can get that pick pretty early on. Yeah, they're gonna have train and mining control. They gotta watch out for pillars, as we do see Taiga cross and Heckle can get the kill, and Taiga swings back. Heckle not expecting it and getting taken out by a headshot. Yep, there's the cam right there on the mining wheel, allowing Taiga to get some intel on someone pushing close. And someone's on that cam probably 100% of the time. It's gonna be Shinoa to allow Taiga to peek in and out. Ulven still on the window, and Alexis peeking the double door, trying to get a refrag on a Taiga, but losing someone again to Taiga might not be the best decision here, as they do have a minute 15, and they got to figure out where to go from here.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Blonde being the top fragger for Colorado, but Heckle's always been pretty close behind him, coming out with some nice plays and flanks. So Heckle taking off is definitely a big step up for Wasted Potential. Plus, it's a Zofia. There's no more impacts on the board, but Wasted Potential can bring a Maestro this round, so it really shouldn't matter all too much. But Blonde above is going to be opening up that piano hatch, trying to put some sort of pressure on Taiga. But Arctic and Alexis are going to find Aqua and Taiga respectively, and Blonde is going to find Megumin. What an absolute turn of events for Colorado here. It's not now just to Shinoa and Luna. Luna still holding up top in Cocktail. Shinoa holding Laundry right now. 2v4.
The hatch isn't even open above for Luna to drop down. Shinoa's got to open that right now, but I don't know if Shinoa has a shotgun. If Luna gets caught upstairs and can't rotate down, that's going to be it for them. As Shinoa barely saw the Therm walking into fireplace, Luna's going to have an angle. But I think a C4 is going to come out and get the kill on the Therm. No, I think that caught on the bomb chassis. You can see Shinoa coming in the library door and going down onto Blonde and get a kill. Diffuser's going down, and it does get planted 2v2 right now. It's very possible for Wasted Potential to retake this. As I say that, Alexis gets a kill on the Luna, and I think the Therm dropped. Or popped out the window. Yeah, he's in freezer now. So Alexis is now with about like 50 some HP. I think in train, or no, under 90. As Shinoa full HP has to get these kills just to even get a defuse down. Alexis almost using the holes against them. Wasted Potential. Sorry, Shinoa is gonna peek around. Can he find a kill onto Alexis? 15 seconds left. You gotta stick the plant. That's gonna be it. There's no way you can get this. Yeah, he's gonna drop hatch. And that's it. Colorado getting 3 kills early on in that round, or halfway through the round, sorry, and just taking the map against Wasted Potential. 2-0 against them. And they're going to move on into the bracket.
I'm 110% prompts to Colorado. That was a really clean take, even though, again, Wasted Potential got the opening pick. They turned it around 1, 2, 3 almost simultaneously. But I feel like there was so much wasted potential from Wasted Potential. I feel like that game should have been so much closer after that Villa game. The Villa game was just back and forth, a constant tug of war. It just looked like Wasted Potential tired out. They got 2 rounds in the first half, but then they let Colorado string 4 rounds together. It's so heartbreaking to see. But really well played from both teams. Some really great rounds, some really great clutches from both sides regardless. But Colorado Buffalo coming in with the overwhelming majority of the opening picks. And, well, a lot of the times, whichever team gets the most opening picks tends to win rounds and therefore the maps. But beautiful game, again, between both sides there.
And it looks like the Wasted Potential fans didn't come through for them in the chat. Maybe they are now. I'm not actually looking at it, to be honest. So if you are, please yell at me.
Oh, Wasted Potential have been spamming copy pastas the whole time. Don't worry.
Never mind. They're gonna yell at me.
There wasn't enough hype. Blame it on the fans.
Regardless, Colorado take it 2-0, and they're gonna move on to obtain the grain in semis because they did take out BKFL. I'm shedding a tear right now because that was us. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and get an interview from someone on the side of Colorado in just a second. I just realized this is the second time I'm going to interview someone from Colorado. They did it last time, as they did take down UGA 2-0 again. But for Wasted Potential, they had a good run. Again, Villa was such a close map, and Cafe just wasn't as close. We had high hopes for them. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get.
I wanted that 45 rounds. I did. I really wanted it. Apparently, Wasted Potential didn't want it as much as I did. I did. I wanted it just for the meme, right? Go figure. After that first map, I was sure we were gonna get it. It was just so close between the two sides. But anyways, we will be getting Ulven in here from Colorado very shortly. He's speak of the devil, Ulven. how are you feeling, buddy?
Pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
How did that? How did that like first map go? We want to ask you that for sure because that map was pretty back and forth, even in the half, even in the obviously even to go 6-6. How did it feel to go from like that close of a map to just a 7-3 win on Cafe?
Um, well, it felt it felt good to be honest. It's a lot less stressful and a little bit more fun when you when it's not 6-6 and going in overtime. So
Yeah, we were
I
memeing in the cast that we wanted to see a full 45 rounds from both of you guys. I don't know if you wanted to just really play 45 rounds, but we were memeing about it. But I mean, what we talked about um with Blonde, like I mentioned before in the last game against you guys versus CGA, Blonde just absolutely went off on Villa, securing a ton of rounds. I think he got, what did we say, 3 4Ks in the series.
probably
So many flanks from Blonde. I mean, I don't know. Like, I know you can't speak for Wasted Potential, but I hope you can speak for Blonde. Like, did he just find easy openings? Like, what do you think? Were there was there any intel from you guys on the defensive side to allow Blonde to go for that, or do you think he just had the game sense?
I think it's a little bit of both. He was able to get himself into those positions, and then he reacts off of the intel that we give him. We give him the window, and he's where he needs to be. So
And what do you think was the difference uh, from Wasted Potential on Villa to Cafe? Like, why was Villa so neck and neck, and why do you think Cafe was a much easier map?
um, to be honest, it just seemed like they just seemed a lot more comfortable on Villa. It seemed like they had a more structured push, and what we saw in Cafe seemed to be a little bit more towards pretty default to what we've seen in terms of pushing on Cafe versus Villa. Was they changed it up a little bit. It wasn't like purely the same as what we've seen in the past.
You know, at least in Villa's third floor, you could push from the study side of the master
Yeah,
side. And one of the things that we did note was again, Blonde was able to go off pretty often on the roam, but even in Cafe, like they got crushed even harder on the roam because Blonde got a bunch of spawn peaks. He was able to down the Thatcher outside in Bakery. He was able to slow them down by just even opening up a window and scaring Wasted Potential so much more. I
for sure.
mean, Blonde MVP for sure, and then I think close behind, like Blue Card mentioned, was Heckle because even when Blonde was getting frags, Heckle was super close behind.
Definitely.
I have to ask. Round 8 on Villa. You guys went Aviator Games, and the wall between games and study was
Oh, yeah.
soft. Half of it was
Yeah, that
reinforced.
was
Half of it was soft. What happened?
that was simply a miscommunication. That was just a fatal error.
They didn't even open it though. They
But that's the best part. Like, you guys potentially didn't even go for it. They still thermed the
That's
wall
true.
next to it.
I mean,
Like, we were both so
that's
confused.
on them. That's on them.
that
I
whole
don't know.
round we were just flabbergasted the whole time. I had to know. Oh
I was
yeah,
surprised you didn't
you
ask
hate to
about
see
the
it, but it
clash,
does
if
happen.
anything, because that was a slip up too.
You didn't mean to pick
Well,
Oh no! He was in the bathroom.
one? I mean, it seems because that was the library living room pick, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
That didn't seem like the worst idea. Also, why library living room when you're like 5'5"? Like you were able to go back up to Aviator Games. Were you just not comfortable with that site at all and decided to go library living room, or like what was the reason? 'Cause I was questioning that too.
um, it a potential wild card that we like to pull sometimes,
Oh, okay, makes sense.
but we didn't do it properly because we fucked up our roster. But
You hate to see it.
you do.
Yeah.
It happens though. I'm out of questions though. Isaac, you got any more?
No, that's it for me.
All right. Well, thank you, Alvin, very much for that. I was dying to know about that wall. I'm glad I can finally, sleep peacefully. But yeah, thank you all for watching, catching this stream. I'm kind of disappointed it was so short, but relieved at the same time. But regardless, we had quite the adrenaline, blood pumping game.
Caffeine filled.
yeah, it was just nuts, especially Villa. If you didn't quite get to catch Villa, I definitely recommend going back and watching it. It was a great, fantastic game. Lots of clutches, lots of high octane moments. But I mean, to wrap things up, I don't want to take any more of your time. I'm hyped up on coffee, so I'm not sleeping.
Mhm.
Um, but regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you tune in. I'm pretty sure we have another stream going on tomorrow night, another quarterfinals game. Be sure to check and tune in if you can. But without further ado, I've been Blue Card,
My name's been Epic.
and thanks for stopping in. We'll see you guys later.